Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We're continuing on with our Lost Wizard. We have newer versions of some of our mods. The color mods that we've installed recently. Reckon have just been updated. Probably with some Giant King stuff. When we last left our intrepid Eldritch adventurer, we were burning down the free city of Citadel to our north. And then we were planning to sweep our army back, take out these birds' nests, monsters' dens, make our way on High Throne and up towards Dawntree. That's the big plan for today. We're going to see how much of Titania's realm that we can burn down. In the meantime, I'm also trying to sneak a scout over here. We have literally one trial left to get this artifact. And we do have an artifact down here as well. I'd like to get that, but I think we would be better off taking her out first. We've been building up a secondary set of armies down here to deal with this large monster den. And they're going okay so far. We ended on an end turn. Let's begin on an end turn. The gloom is starting to finally spread out a little bit in our territory, which is fantastic. Gobbling up all the forests and turning them a nice shade of purple. And so far, so good. Didn't realize this was dropout. Like dropout TV. This scout is going to get caught. We kind of figured that was the case. I am struggling to find a way to get over here with just scouts. You are approached by our hero, Katani Quick Lunge. She says, do I want to be an imperialist or should I be something else? A raider is not bad. But an imperialist gets you siege breaker, which is very useful. So I'm gonna keep you true. She is a brand new hero who is all about this lance. I believe she is. Oh, yes. She is our crit-based Death Knight. A very fun, very foolish little build. Let's get rid of Rodent Tyrants, Helling Barbarians. Let's get rid of one of yous. Stick you in charge here. These guys have gone ahead and just spawned another army, so I'm actually going to back out while we deal with them. I'm going to see if I can't bait them up here because we're in their territory, so they might come and fight us. Intrepid Adventurers, pretty sure is what they... Brandon Lee Mulligan says, oh, interesting. I mean, it's just like it's a very like 90s TV thing is where I get it from. But I love that they do that too. We are trying to scout out what I believe is the other artifact here. Pick up some free food en route. We got a rivalry from Blint. Our oceans are being pillaged. Workshops are attacking. Tinkerberg is being sieged down. The computer is struggling to deal with the regenerating infestations. There is no doot about it. We're gonna have to deal with that, but I'd like to get rid of this monster den first. So I'm hoping they attack me and then we can counterattack. Yeah, perfect. I'd rather not lose like the only two good units I have. Oh, they're really wounded. That's why. I suppose that makes some sense. Well, if they're wounded, we don't necessarily have to send them in. Keep them a little bit in reserve. They have primordial strength because of Harambe up there. They can't reach me in this turn, so I think what I'm just going to do is fortify my lines. Yeah, if I move forward at all. You could. Let's hit them with the Devout Radiance. We got a lot of mana right now. Don't love that. That's a big stun. You're going to come in there then. You're going to come in there. You're going to go up there, there. That's quite the retaliation. It's got to be you. I want to jump behind him, but the problem is if he just decides, oh, I'll take the attack of opportunity, then he gets like a full charge on anyone behind me. So I think we're just going to do it like that. This guy is ready to just get stabbed down a whole bunch. Almost killed. You're going to take that hit because you're the defender. I could kill him with Devout Radiance. He's probably going to shield and heal. What I should have cast is Fury of the Horde. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Counter Stance here instead so that this guy gets some extra retaliation. Not that I think he particularly needs it, but yeah, he's just going to go over there and beat up him. Oh, interesting, though. I still did get hit with the double charge. So you've got a nice little flank in the spank. Here I'm going to cast Fury of the Horde. Let's kill him. You don't say. You got slip away, do you? Not on my watch, you don't. We're gonna light this monkey on fire. You're gonna come up here for maximum damage, and then we're gonna just surround you as much as we can. This guy always ends in defensive mode? Charge attack that deals damage to enemies in a 1-hex cone. Cancels defensive move. Removes retaliation attack and piercing. I don't know why he's in defensive mode right now, because he certainly attacked me last round. So he shouldn't be. What are you gonna do? Sworn guard, pole arm, pole arm. We'll with you. And we'll just hit him as much as we can. goblin noises. Woo! They're so good. He's got killing momentum. That's how he did it. And of course he has primordial strength, so he's also just getting beefed up over and over again. Can you guys kill him? You probably can. So I'm going to have you come in here for the charge. Get rid of that retaliation. That lets you just wail on him full speed. You've got a 100% chance to hit. And then we flank him with the crossbow. Perfect. Yeah, a couple of skeletons aren't no problem. There's a guardian tree there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're not going to get to keep that. Don't worry. You're 5 and 4, so we don't have a lot of money here. But I am going to need more troops. You need a sworn guard. You need a houndmaster. We pick up Soul Confusion. Covenant of the Faith we never want. Summon Gremlin we don't want. Very fast movement on our scouts. I think I will take that. Given that it's one turn and I'm having this like scouting issue right now. And then hopefully we can heal up here and take these guys out. In the meantime, we have a great bird nest. Giving us some potential threat. Ah, this is going to be a problem. The undead that we raise aren't gloom safe. This is, in fact, the other quest. I can't quite reach it yet, but... Attack, enter defensive mode, refuse to elaborate. Urgot gets +1 retaliation skills. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that bird nest for show. As this starts to gloom, skeletons will not be able to be defensive units for me. I'm actually going to hurry that recruitment. Make sure this guy at least has the right troops. I mean, with the one exception being if the skeleton troops are new, which I don't really think we have many of, if any of. I can always summon irregulars. I forget about this. This is a great way for me to get units for the costume mana in a single turn. It's the perfect ability to like rebuild my troops. Oh, you built an outpost over here. Okay, that's a pretty rude play, but it's not going to last, so I'm not too worried about it. One war at a time. Citadel should burn down this turn as well, giving us a huge income boost. And it looks like that bird nest just got wiped out by Titania. Sure did. Fantastic. There she is. 1,200 strength army. She's rocking Awakeners, Carrion Birds, and Wild Speakers. A hell of an infecting mage weapon. With some pretty chonky troops backing her up as well. We can take this out. Grab an extra troop and then let these guys heal. This guy is really missing a Houndmaster. So I'm actually going to give him that one, seeing as he's sort of on team offense. How are you guys feeling? 940, 800 versus 940. Not bad. We might be able to solve that. There is a silver tongue fruit here, so I think I'm going to grab this and just give us a research post. We pick up our next tier 3 book, which is Pandemonium, I think. No, this is our first tier 3 book, which means we get corruption. We can finally take Gloomstrider. Becoming umbral demons, floating, getting fast movement, which is really going to solve a lot of problems for us, as well as a lot of other great stuff in here. Oh, how many helmets I got to melt down to make them bigger? So many.
Those who fear and deny it are blinded.
Umbral Incursion is going to be great for us.
You will see clearly. The gloom of the abyss shall not frighten, but empower you. Become the mirror that
the Umbral Mistresses probably will also be very good.
Ignorant. Take everything they have and show them Urath's greatest truth, that there is corruption in everything and everyone.
We don't have an Apex Tower yet. And I do technically have the Summon Bandit spell, so I think we could play a few other things before we actually pick that up. Let's use this opportunity to build a tier 5 city. We get a ton of population from that, so I'm gonna also grab dragons. I think we'll pick up this spot. That's all you got, hey? Okay. Yeah, so we have access to all the dragons now as well, which is great. Sonic Hall, the Houndmaster, Silver Tongue Fruit. A primordial basilisk is attacking me from that large monster den, I think. And these guys are patrolling. All right, so I'm actually going to sit back here, because if they're patrolling, they should come attack me with one of their armies. This guy's also in my territory. Man, I'm struggling to stay in front of these guys. We're going to grab another Houndmaster here. We'll let that scout wait out one more turn. We're going to pass. You're going to trigger this quest, and we're going to see what's up here. Either you tell me what our current campaign theme is. It is basically we are the horror beyond the void, and we are a corrupted lost wizard who is sort of all chaotic energy, all entropy, all at once. Gazing at the enormous ancient colonnade circling the Black Peak Mountain, your troops are startled by a thundering voice. May you enter in peace. The command echoes from the mountain as a large horned god emerges between the pillars. For the foundations of this garden date back to the times of Blessed Meridia, and I shall not have it destroyed. He lowers his staff, sheltering a bird's nest. Albeit the peace is long brought, it is in jeopardy once more. Draconic brood, ever envious of the giant's work, have intruded in this garden. Call them, root out this weed before it can spread. Beware the roaming wyverns. Slay 18 draconic creatures. Oh, I guess there's a wyvern there. Well, I forgot that everywhere is dangerous. It doesn't matter where I am. There's infestations on every corner of the map, so we're gonna pick up Wayfounder in the meantime. So he's probably gonna die. But that is all 3 quests. At least we know where they are. We're playing the Crisis tradition from Stellaris. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Certainly we have that energy. I could wipe you out right now. There are 3 different Marauder packs attacking me here. Okay, I have to fight this one. No, I'll take that. That guy can't reach me. Oh, man. Oh, you're a scout. Oh, that was the guys that came up from the shore as well, is what happened there. Okay, Katani Quick Lunge is going to pick up Quickening. Unyielding, whatever it was called. I was insulted and insulted. Our scouts move faster. We do have more income now as well from burning down that city. So you are going to also need a seal bearer. We're going to step back and heal. I guess I'm going to hurry 1 recruitment here. I have the opportunity to pick her off right now, but it starts the war if I do it. But I also think it's probably a good choice. What do you mean? That guy's not your ally. There's no reason he should be called to war. Why is this saying their ally may be called to war? You literally don't have an ally here. God damn it. I am too fat with this finger sometimes. Get her, raise her corpse, make it a skeleton. Nice. We also got a free seal bearer from this fight. That's great news. Now, these guys are all getting gloomed, which is not so great news. So, yeah, whoops. All right, well, whatever. Everybody else is good. Grab some loot. You can grab this tower. That would be great. And then maybe move out of that den. You guys are vibing. You guys are vibing. You're going to have to vibe. Blinkwin gets brutal parry. And Titania gets yeeted into the void. So she is building an outpost right here. No reason to take that. We'll just burn that down. And then we'll make a play on this high throne. What's up? How long are you playing AOWs for right now? Oh, for a couple of hours. We got a couple of hours planned. Our army consists of spooky, scary skeletons. Our army consists of basically every aberration. So it's undead, it is umbral demons, it's accursed fiends, it's astral summons, it's ethereal creatures. I think we have a phoenix. It's a little anything and everything. Dude, I really could use less quests given how much I'm being attacked here. I would appreciate being hit with less quests. We're going to grab a seal bearer, and then I think I'm just pumping out Sworn Guard at this point. Okay, what does that look like? 800. 13 versus 8. It's a lot of spiders, which is going to jump to my back row, so they're probably going to kill things I don't want them to kill. These guys heal really slow. Do we have we should get a Paragon's Quarter here, because it'll give us a Warbound in all upcoming fights. It does take like 5 turns to build, but it's also pretty good. Give you some extra troops. Get rid of this guy. Perfect. That's what I like to see. That's what I want to see, baby. That lets me rebuild this farm. No, because I'm being attacked up here as well. I'm just going to march down and rejoin with them. You know what? Most of the skeleton army is in good shape, so I think we're just going to go on our warpath here and see what we can come up with. Don't even know how spooky they are up close. Do they send shivers down our spines? Only the spookiest ones. All right, I'm going to make a play here, which is I'm going to go across Dragon Teeth Ridge with this scout to see if maybe I can avoid getting killed by those armies. This looks like some cool stuff down here, so we'll just explore. Durkog. When finished a retaliation attack, you gain regen or you gain strengthened. I'm going to give you regen. Spirit Breaker. -5 status resistance. That's a great question. I think I'm going to take Spirit Breaker on him. Seeing as he is meant to like jump into the back lines. 200 mana, 200 knowledge upon completing conquest of a city. I mean, it's not really that much, but also like, what am I really sitting on Imperium for otherwise? Enhanced roads for sure I'm gonna take. And we'll see what we can do. Specchio looks like he's seen some stuff. I mean, he's been through a lot. The idea is he's meant to be a lost wizard that's like more lost than all the other lost wizards. So instead of having a fancy shiny golden crown, he's got this tarnished crown. He doesn't even have his like connection to the astral that the regular lost wizards have. He's doing his best. Oh my god, you are building that to a city in a single turn? How kind. You're not even going to build a wall. So I'm going to wait 1 turn, and then I'm going to burn that down, and I'm going to get a bunch of bonuses for it. This guy lost his throne city. I got a feeling, I think the regenerating infestations are going to win this map for us. And I don't think I'm going to have to do much. All right, you guys are in a position to take this large monster down. Even though it is risque. Grief is it ever. Blech. How Dorian looked after he viewed his portrait in the attic finally. So I gotta try to kill this guy first because he adds primordial strength to everybody. He's also got that big rock. Who else is a threat here? There's an entwined scourge, dread spider, and a couple entwined protectors. Charge range ain't too bad. You're gonna have to go wide, I think. As they say. These guys are all going to get hit with a rock and stunned. So I should actually separate you and not keep more than 4 units together. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. No more than 4. In fact, I think I'll move you guys up here if that's the case then too. None of these guys really have cool items, so I can't cast anything in the first round. Or at least we've resisted some of those stuns. Durkog does have 3 retaliation attacks right now, which is super juicy. 24 versus the 14 on that. I have to stop him from being able to run into my backlines. And then the mark on him makes him take a lot of damage. I do have an incredible Curse of Misfortune opportunity right here, which is going to cause crazy amounts of fumble on the computer. So for sure, let's take advantage of that. Those Honor Blades actually get a kill. I think let's probably go like you, you, you. You. If this unit attacked at the end of their turn, they gain a stack of strength and a nature's might. Yeah, I don't like that. If you move, you can still kill him. So that's one of the big monkeys down at least. You get a little lifesteal there. I want you up against the big guy. It puts you in a complicated situation. Decaying Misfortune, Shadow Dedication, casualties taken. You have 2 stacks of Misfortune. Okay, so I am gonna just hit you with 3 Seal Bolts. And then I'm just going to go in defensive mode. I'm realizing he's a charger, so if he hits me, it's actually going to probably cancel my retaliation. But I'm a spear unit, so I don't know. Let's see how that works. It didn't even trigger my retaliation attack, which is a little bit annoying. What is cool, though, is it does give me 3 stacks of retaliation here now, too, as well. The bad news is I am very surrounded. That could be better. That could be worse. Without Radiance would do a big chunk of damage here. I mean, you can't have more than 3 stacks of Misfortune. And they all already have 2, so... Let's have you attack him. You can finish him off. That allows you to charge these guys in the back. And a bunch of you can start moving up. That guy looks like he healed quite a bit. My warband has this ability where he can go through multiple troops. Move 4 hexes forward. So, like, I could put him here and jump through them. If I could move this guy, I could cast that on the spiders and get right in the back. And I kind of think that's the way to play this. It does very little damage. Oh, but it doesn't end my turn. Ooh, nice. Okay, and then I get to cast Infernal Blaze immediately afterwards as well. Giving me a bunch of bonuses. You don't manage to kill those spiders. This monkey is still alive. This guy is also alive. If I hit him with that, it doesn't kill him. Though I could do like a condemnation. Devout Radiance. I'm thinking about like, well, if I blow somebody with a seal of fire here, it will also explode and hit all these guys around him. So I think we do that. You got a pretty good charge strike on the big guy. So I think let's just take that. That allows me to triple attack him with you. Should have eaten a corpse first, though, for the healing. But what's done is done. You have a pretty tasty flank on this guy who is mostly morale broken? Ape? Monkey? What am I calling him? That's a kill there or a kill there. That hits 4 of them. Yeah, we're Paragon, so this does 30 spirit damage right now, which is quite a chunk. That guy's got a really nasty potential flank, so I think, yeah, maybe we go with that. The only downside here is I really should have not triggered him with the seal then. So you're broken. You guys are mostly morale broken. This is the nice thing with this guy is he does extra morale damage to everyone around him now as well. So on top of him just being a retaliation machine, he's also making their morale drop, which is causing them to then fumble even more with the misfortune. Huge hits there. Puppy dogs, that's fine. Nice. How you wanna do this? Why don't you kill him? No. We can't let enemies flee. It's part of our Oath of Strife. You're gonna just come in here, do some damage. You're going to come up here and cut off that retreat. You can come up here and hit these guys. Hit those guys. Hit the wrong guy, but that still works. We got plenty of mana. These are the chonkiest ones, so let's hit them with the Devout Radiance. And then, yeah, they can't even flee properly. Boom. Much better. Wait, who's alive? Oh. Much better. Instead of losing everybody, I lost nobody. Spider leg summons a random tier 2 spider. That's slightly better. We got a primordial blood back. This is crazy, man. The drops I am getting for clearing infestations are out of control. We're gonna replace your spider egg with the spider leg. Who am I gonna give that to? You're a charger. You're a charger. You're kind of a weird charger. Losing nobody versus losing everybody. I don't know. Not sure that's better result. So we get this sick Blood Ape now as well. He's got Hurl Large Boulder. He's got Savage Charge. He gets Blight Blades, Killing Momentum. He gets Sprint at tier 4. Oh, that's crazy. Because he's a shock unit. He's tier 5, but he's not mythic. Which means he also gets like every single other thing we cast that affects characters that aren't mythic will also be affected. So for example, he gets Pledge of Strife. He has natural regen, but any army we put him in will now get primordial strength. Which is crazy. The primordial units are really hard. They're really hard to get. They're really rare. Because they are insanely powerful. Obviously, I want to put him in my main army. He is not immune to gloom. Which is something to like give note of. But he's still real good. This guy gets a renown level. No legendary units done. Crown of Accuracy. I mean, not really useful for anybody in particular, but... So I'm gonna try to sneak across this mountain. Forgot about these guys. They can't reach my baboon though. She's got a couple small armies over here, so let's just kill them off while we wait for this outpost to become a city. No need to let them catch up with everybody else. I hate that he has no movement. For the most part, I'd rather just throw in irregulars because they do have better buffs. We'll fall back. We'll fall back. You can actually pillage this. Don't we get... Yeah, we heal from pillaging. And we get Imperium from pillaging. I actually did not realize that. This is just a cool place. Nothing fancy about it. You're going to stay here and guard him in case he gets attacked by this basilisk, which is pretty likely. We completed our palace here, so now we have access to fire dragons. We have access to all dragons. We can build them in 4 turns. I know this was meant to be a tier 1 build, but it's getting wildly out of control. Let's go for the wizard tower for now. I did say I want that Paragon's Quarter, but I don't think it's a rush on it. Those guys are fighting, which is great. Friendship has ended with you. Okay, and we got more attacks coming from the east. Primordial beasts are not mythic, which is kind of OP, yeah. Well, you're only meant to be able to get them from doing like the primordial wonders. So I think it's just like that. They're meant to be really rare and hard to get, but yeah, he can be in one of the wonders, so not even a giant primordial ape is immune to feeling bad. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Looks like they're not too happy about me killing off their boss. No way I win this. My Phoenix, though. If I want to do this assault, I have to do better than this. I don't mind losing some units. I don't even mind losing something like the Phoenix. But we definitely have to do a little bit better. And considering the fact that we have a billion summons. Which again, I'm actually not summoning. So they've capped it. I think because I have so many Warhounds, War Masters, I don't get all the summons on Specchio. His zombies are here. He has one fleshling. There's no splitterling, and the second fleshling is missing. What are we looking at here? Sun Priests, Vampire Spider Matriarch. We do have Awakeners, which are big bad Spirit Bomb Boomers. 2 Awakeners, 3 Awakeners. Okay, that's where all the damage is. They are many turns away from us. And they are technically attacking us. You have so many spells now. All right, so that's going to be like a violent push after the first burst. Big issue with these Awakeners is they will shred my skeletons. -4 spirit weakness. Now, I don't have Umbral Demon yet, which is like kind of grateful. We have 1 hero. Enemy units in a 1 hex radius for 3 turns get Sunder Defense, Sunder Resistance, and weakened. That's a pretty good pocket. These guys are going to need the help the most, so might as well make it you. They do have a bunch of healers / Awakeners. This has to go on. I think I'm going to turn Fury of the Horde off for now. Get them debuffed. All right, so I have to try and move on that Awakener this turn, which I really don't think I can actually do, but I'm going to Fire Seal the Slither because I know it's got Slip Away. Oh man, this side is toast. All these guys are for sure gonna die. I didn't realize how weak they were coming into this fight. Blow up the splitterling. You're a skirmisher. I don't really want to go into them because they're spears. But I guess I'm summons. I could go for something like building a wall of vines over here. And hope that it like baits out that awakener. So I feel like probably just dropping summons is the way to go. Yarf. Let's go with the spider plan. Set up spiders, set up the zombies. You get killed by that first strike retaliation. How is that? That 2 daylight spears. Ah, you have awakened. I like blew up something in the back there. Can fire seal him. Sit on top of that awakener. At least stops them from being able to cast. I don't love my strategy here. You can't get to that guy. Nor can you. You know what I should have done before moving up all these summons was move up this Phoenix. Then I could have at least cast Overheat. Because now if I go up and do it, it's going to slaughter me. So I'm going to move that Phoenix here. Which I don't feel good about, but I'm going to do it anyway. You're going to summon, surprise, surprise, another spider. Who is going to jump here and shut down this awakener. Hooray! Hooray for spiders! So I don't need to worry about the awakener screwing me this round. Both of them are temporarily shut down. Now, I mean, these war dogs could be killed pretty quickly, but... you have to move many steps if you want to do anything. So let's just get you up there and attacking. Your charge is blocked, but he doesn't have any retaliation attacks. He's the only guy you can hit, so you might as well just hit him. Now comes the gong show over here. Good hets you do not have. I'm going to go here and hope that that somehow baits the Awakener into hitting the 3 of them because they're weaker. This Wyvern's got the ability to go anywhere it wants right now. I am going to hit him with a defensive strike. I'm going to shield wall with you and you. Then I'm just going to push shots into Slither. Spiders have been the non-heroes of this campaign, and the dogs. I mean, the spiders are the heroes of every campaign, is the fact, but the dogs have been definitely very, very nice. Arthur, hello, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Spiders are the goat. All right, so they are all awakened right now. Summons. Oh, he's got wild speakers. There's the spirit bomb. I was correct. He did bait it over there. But that spirit bomb didn't get to hit. They're fumbling so much their morale is already dropping to really low. You froze him. That's perfect. Those are zombies. Those are spiders. Those are doggies. These are all good trades. Those are my frozen guys. Zombies. Doggies. Frozen guys. So that's an honor blade down, but we can summon irregulars. That's a bit nasty. That knight does not want to be fighting polearms. You do want to be fighting that Awakener. There's no question about your move. So... oh, man. This is why my Phoenix dies. Sacrifices himself to light every single person on fire. So that's one Awakener down. The other one is locked. You can shield bash and stay in position. Might as well just kill him. You can't reach anybody on a sprint, which is a little annoying. But such is life. Let's go here, and then we have the fire spell on him, so we can just pick him off. This guy doesn't have anybody warded. I have some dangerous positions right now. May I Eldritch Phase and then cast a Poisonous Wall of Vines. So what I need to make sure is that my back row here doesn't get attacked, and these vines are now stopping all of these guys in the middle from just having free realm on me. Free realm, free reign. Means I don't mind moving you up as well. Now I get to play the question. How bad is this flank? It's very bad. Can you really run all the way in there? You're going to do that if you can. That shuts down that Awakener. He's on, I mean, he is on a cooldown, but... let's not fight this guy. If I don't have to. You'll kill him? Really? It's because they all have spirit damage. There's a logic here. If this guy's going to get sacrificed, I'd rather have him sacrificing to get this guy down a turn. If I move you over here, that actually gives me a mark on him, but kind of, sort of, not really. these are all bad shots. I don't like this flank. I don't like it one bit. I'd rather stack Misfortune if this is going to be the case. Woof. Let's go with a bunch of damage. Or as a disease, start picking off. I actually forgot about this. All of my Eldritch summons spread disease as well. That beast is very awakened. My Phoenix is very going down. He does come back to life as long as nobody eats his corpse. You're toast. You're toast. You're toast. You boys are in trouble. You boys are in trouble. Boy, that flank. Those guys were forced to fight vines. Man, maybe I should have just taken that auto resolve. All right, I'm going to mind control this guy. Just start wailing on the immediate next guy. The Phoenix is back. So now I have to start saying, do I want to keep him in this fight or do I let him go to the wolves? My Honor Blade gets an incredible kill there. We'll flank defense mode those guys. I feel like I could probably go behind him and they wouldn't be able to kill him that quickly. Oh, ain't it always a gamble? I'm going to let you take these shots. You managed to nail it. I'm happy to see that. I'm going to greed. We gonna go for that greed. Dude, this Awakener is just being so difficult to kill. You're gonna die probably if I do this. Yep. Which means you're gonna do the exact same. So let's just eat a corpse then if that's the case. And hold up. The hero there is dead. Kill him and he blows up on the guys around him. You don't have killing momentum yet. You're the only one left? You kind of are, aren't you? Those guys don't have misfortune stacks, which is part of my big problem at the moment. You're going to go for a sacrifice and try to kill him. I know it triggers slip away, but it's the best that I can do. There's a decent chance this guy crits, so I'm going to take it. Love it. Now it's only a scout there. My decaying zombies decay. Nice. Some really good fumbles on that Awakener just then. Fumble. Ah. They killed their own spearman. All right, they have their fair share of summons in this fight as well. Mass Plague deals damage in a 2-hex radius. Disease, increased accuracy, ignore status resistance. I'm kind of thinking about empowering this knight because it would guarantee that he survives the fight. You can kill that wyvern. That's almost guaranteed. One thing I do know for certain is I've got to get this guy kind of moved up with the squad a little bit. Resurgence. Yeah, you know what? You're already at basically half health. Let's empower you. I'm going to plague these guys. You're going to get a kill. Let's move you up and just kill that scout. You're going to kill them. Just kill him. Get him out of the way. Honor Blades on you. Honor Blades on you. Take a crossbow shot. These guys can't catch me here. 1, 2, 3. You don't have jump. Just want misfortune stacks on him. You gotta take damage no matter how that goes, I guess. Unless you have slippery. All right. I'm okay with this. We're out of casting points. I could really use death casting. You're gonna shut down my ruler. Okay, that spider's actually dead, so. Flank him. Kill him. Good critical hits. You kill him. That knight is going to do the only thing that he can do this turn, which is get in here as close as he can. You're going to try to kill off that guy. This is a truly bloody battle. I'm going to make that risk. Okay. He's got a spirit bomb ready to go. Can't reach him with a poisonous wild growth. Do I have a phase? I do. If I do a wild growth here, there is a chance. There's basically a 50-50 chance because I summoned 3 vines. I have 6 slots. So there's pretty much a 50-50 chance he gets stuck. Alternatively, I could raise undead, but I'm pretty sure they don't get to reach him. Or I could hit him with a magic missile. I could hit him with a cosmic spike. 12 damage. versus 20 damage. 6, 6, and 6. Do you have steadfast? I don't know why that only says 12 damage. You've bolstered resistance. 2 status resistance, awakened, and misfortune. No, that should kill him. That does not make sense. He only has 3 resistance, which means that 20 damage should have been reduced to 17, but instead it was reduced to 12. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I think that's his summon is running. All right, well, this problem is now solved in a different way, so. AI in this game always seems solid, so much better than the Civ franchise. The AI in this game is exceptionally good. Oh, my knight has disappeared. I think let's donk you, because I can apparently kill you in one hit. And then let's just hit you with a bunch of spells. Well, this was basically exactly the same. I think the only difference was that my Phoenix lived. And lived at 1 HP. We should heal some troops here. We picked up a Vow Keeper out of it as well, which is kind of at least okay. And of course, we do get to immediately summon an army of all sorts of stuff. Now, these are Eladrin. They are Mount Masters with Arcane Focus and Sneaky, so Skeleton Mages are the jam. I'm actually going to just summon Skeleton Mages. No, that's not true. I'm going to summon as many units as I physically can. We got a short spear. Ooh, a tier 4 ranger spear that does a line attack. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's very fun. I wouldn't mind making a guy based on that. And we got a Vow Keeper. So we're gonna burn that to the ground. And then we're going to figure out what the heck we're doing here. We do have to heal. We can't heal in their territory yet. These guys are going to be very good. Mighty Beak, Misfortune, Decaying. With, oh, they also get, like, Fae Touched, Faithful. They do the extra Pledge of Strife, so they're going to do fire damage. They're going to do fire, blight, and frost. They're going to be very strong tier 1s. Just one more dead unit? Yeah. A Throne of Insidious Whispers is extremely useful for me because it means that anytime we fight in our home city, which is against infestations constantly, they'll all have a 90% chance of being infected with insanity. Oh yeah, and you're coming up to join the crowd, aren't you? I'll let you go this way so you don't have to go through the gloom. All right, you guys are in kind of a rough shape. This army is 1,000 points now. Because I reckon it's been healing. Have some Sworn Guard in here for now. All right, so they are sending spiders over the mountains. I don't know if this plan's gonna work. It's okay in theory, but I don't know that it's gonna work. All right, I think now that we have diseases, I could start getting astral siphoners. These would be really useful. There's some really nice rituals here as well. World map casting points. I think let's get the siphoners next so that I can start summoning tier 3 units. Like, what am I not going to use here? Mage and a ranger. Are we more likely going to take a mage or a ranger? I want to see a mage. So let's probably get rid of that short spear. Elemental Slayer with a line attack versus Poison Frenzy Distracted Arcfire Bolts. Yeah, I think this is way stronger. Bone Wyvern time? I do want the Bone Wyverns, but... Embrace your indie Dowie. I had 100k points at the start of yesterday's stream. Now you're down to 78 thanks to all the grudging. There have been a lot of grudges happening. Don't think that's gone unnoticed. Cosmic damage. Oh, yeah, that's for sure what I'm going to end up wanting. I don't really have any magic materials, so crafting sort of sucks right now. Friendship. Bounty. You insulted me and offered me friendship on the same turn. Thankfully, nobody could declare war against me because they all have so many grievances that they would cripple their economy if they tried. It's going to cost 600 points. It's going to take 9 turns to cast it. But let's start turning ourselves into umbral demons. I hate you. Can we be friends? I mean, I do feel like that is kind of how it works sometimes. So I guess this guy is part of the large monster den over here. We got to wipe up then too. 180 points. That's nothing. That ain't nothing. Newton locked the right supply shed, so I can't find the key. Sounds like a barman kind of greeting. Hey, stupid. Want to be friends? Does seem like the kind of sad thing someone would say to you in a bar. All right, what are you missing? You've got this Vow Keeper. Yeah, you kind of need melee troops. You're not bad. We'll make do. If we knock out this small monster den, we might get some goodies from it. Get an extra turn of healing in the meantime. I'd like to let these guys keep healing, but what worries me is that this guy is going to march up there. What's really annoying is that these armies are not taking penalties from the Altar of Marching Gloom. I was really, really anticipating that they would. But the fact that they're not is making my life a little difficult. Oh, the monkey! God, I almost forgot about the monkey. I would have made a monkey out of me if I had done that. Hey, you know what I mean? Bada bing. You're patrolling. Probably also patrolling. So the good news is that my superior movement allows me to move past these guys. But it doesn't mean that they can't catch me out. And mess me up. Oh, you can reach them. All right, I'll take that. Oh, no, you can't reach them. That was weird. It said it could, and then it said it couldn't. I'm realizing if I take this Guardian Tree, it's mana and knowledge per forester in the domain. And I'm going to want to build a lot of forests because forests scale the best with the draft building. The Smith's Guild. Draft and food per forester. +1 starting rank to tier 1, 2, and 3. I mean, it's just like, I think it's the way I have to go for this build. I'm going to grab Wizard level 2, though, so that I can summon those astral whatchamahoozits. 7 infestations are sending invasion forces. Just a casual, small infestation force. Nothing to worry about. Let's make some warbounds. Just so we have them. The Book of Grudges into the Book of Scribbles. I do love some scribbling. Do love a good scribble. Man, the purple forests look so good. Yeah, see, that guy's coming for my main army here. Curses. Curse you to hell. I think even if I move there, he can probably take these guys. 32. It's 12 movement in a mountain? 16. Okay, so actually he probably can't catch me if I'm here. I like how I'm part of the mountain. I have fused into it, stealthily hiding. All right, so I was going to replace this skeletal polearm with this giant ape. Yip, yippy, yip, yip. A tortured-looking druid of the cycle and its minions gape at your army. Wordless, the vacant beings shuffle towards you, their limbs and features wrapped in grasping vines. Will you grant them mercy? A druid of the cycle is much better than a vow keeper. do you have? An astral wisp. You're kind of okay. You should take that. That's much easier for us now. A skeleton mage? No, I don't think I need that. But I will take a second druid of the cycle. Thank you very much. As well as finally some armor. You ignore status resistance. That's perfect for you. You get status resistance. That's okay. You have hit points in crit. That's actually really good for you. You have quill hide. Probably replace this with a chest plate of vitality. It looks like I also won a free Houndmaster from this. Here's the problem. You need to lead a full legendary rank army. So I'm hesitant to take anything out of here, but giving you that druid just... it's got to be the way to go. I'm going to get rid of like any of these casters. All right, we'll just move those guys together like that, I think. I might send this wisp up just to grab this tower, or... you know what, why don't we send the skeletal polearm to do it? And then I'm going to send you guys down here to break this guardian tree. You actually cannot. So we'll just have the whole gang move up here. There are some people in High Throne, but not too many. You guys are trying to chase down this army. I'm still going to argue is a good idea for you. Excellent. We're going to have to take a turn of some nasty gloom attrition there, but I think that's just like the world we live in now. Quick lunge. You're going to pick up War Seeker to do extra damage on your crits. And then we're going to keep doing what we do. We are somehow down to 7 gold per turn right now. So we're going to have to blow up some more stuff. Handwriting, give a doctor a run for their money. Teachers complain about how you hold the pen. I mean, it's definitely a bit of a like lost art in this day and age. I don't know. I grew up learning cursive, but also then picked up a keyboard at a very, very young age. So my typing is pretty good, but my writing is not so hot. Being an accountant actually helped me a lot with my writing because I would have to write things so ledgerly that I just formed very standard ways of like printing letters. The citizens at the end of time host a celebration to placate the dead. Your blessing would hallow this celebration. Receive Imperium, receive population, receive production. Gain an army of skeletal polemen, of new skeletal polemen. These are actually good skeletal polemen for us. These are actually the best skeletal polemen for us. Or I can gain city stability per turn. Give me an army of new... These guys also have umbral flesh, so... Who are you? Spiders? In this economy? In this part of the country? At this time of year? Located entirely within my kingdom. We did get some economy back from burning down that city, so that's the good news. Who has siege? Who's siege? You siege. You need to win a battle against a free city. Well, I guess you siege. You siege, we all siege, for I siege. Unleash the Warhounds, sow confusion. We'll take 3 turns. 800, 600. Oh, I don't love that. But I also don't really got no choice, so. I'd like to make sure all these city ruins are destroyed. So you know what? I'm actually just going to send a Skellybone off on a little adventure. You should take him. And then you should take these polearms. Yeah, you're like a slightly better army. The fact that I get Imperium for pillaging is something that I cannot be forgetting. The city of Safeword. All right, let's just keep exploring for cities down here. I do have to come over here and kill these guys, so once we're done with this intrusion, let's try for that. You are 32 movement, and you say you can't get here. I might be able to thread the needle here. God, I can't wait till we get more heroes. Joachim, hello. Somewhat the same. Changing to a fountain pen actually made your handwriting neater. Yeah, I can believe that. Compensating dyslexia. Accidentally discovered on university when you were studying education. Huh. It's like the weird ways that we learn things sometimes. There's lots of things I want to build in this town. But I'm going to limit on some of them. You're taking Adaptive Chaos and Chaos Empowerment, so you get extra crit chance, 40%. I really do think like crit chargers are the strongest build in the game right now. Not always, but they being able to do like 150 damage to a single unit is real powerful. Oh my god, all of the invasions are coming over at once. You know how I said seven different groups were invading me? Here they come. Didn't realize they would all trigger quite so badly. You kind of need to heal. Who's in this enchanted den over here? Well, well, well. If it isn't the queen of the elves herself. What unfortunate timing you have. Oh, you got backup too. Take him out. I'll take a Houndmaster. I'm also going to take all these troops. No, I'm not. Let's do that. Oh, a vengeful halberd with consume chaos. Condemn and sunder defense. This is a tier 4 halberd. So you have a leap halberd, which is really cool. I honestly can't remember what else it does. I thought it gave me +2 retaliation attacks, but actually that was the Punisher's halberd. So this is an extra retaliation attack. Sundered defense. The Death Calling hook did slow, and had Celestial Slayer. And it had leap instead of consume chaos. But it also does... Oh, and it also does frost damage. 18 versus 20. I mean, here's the thing. Consume chaos is really potentially good for us. Because we inflict so many status effects. So I'm willing to give him that jump up. See how it plays. Doing a unit on childhood development. Basically the thing to watch for at one point was learning difficulty. One of the items was dyslexia. The more you read, the more it was like, this sounds like me. That's literally how I got an ADHD diagnosis. Kept reading about ADHD and being like, huh, all of these things are me. You say that like 30 times in a row and you go, you know what? I better go see a doctor. One of my teachers was working with to assess me. They were like, yeah, you got compensating dyslexia. Your teacher should have picked this up. They don't, man. They miss everything. It's shocking how much gets missed. I literally got tested as a kid for ADHD and they missed it. Like specifically went in for that. All right. Here's the real question. Can I take this underground scout and get him up to these caves? Just through a bunch of trespassing? I wonder if I go underground, can I get here? Throne of Sidious Whispers. Okay, we definitely need to build that. Soul collection is useful. Both of these are completely useless. So I guess we'll just take that. Corrupted Boon. Enemies in 1 hex radius lose all status effects and have them turned backwards. The Divine Beacon heals us and gains morale. I'll take Corrupted Boon. You guys are ready to boogie boogie. About to have like no shortage of fights on these dweebs. Are you a new? No, you're a rodent. Do you have Umbral? No. Fine, man. You can have my Warbound. I'm not happy about it, but... I can't fight these defensive fights. We'd never finish the game if I did that. All right, everybody else stay here. Especially when we just generate a bajillion troops a turn. Okay. Where do we sprint? If I go underground, they might ignore me. If I dig through this? It's also possible I could pop back up here and race for the rest of it. I mean, there might be... I think this is 2 digs and I could get in through lithium. You know what? I'm going to play that safe and that's exactly what I'm going to do. We capture a Blade Master, a Death Knight. We become pure evil. Of course, we're being attacked by a bajillion different things. To be expected. The gloom is just marching in all directions. One province within a radius equal to the city tier. Is it from the altar? Interesting. I wonder, like, will I have to build another altar down here, or will it continue to spread? I don't really have money, so I probably just shouldn't be recruiting. Time for an Oblivion break? Oh, how is it? How is it? I was reading that they apparently just completely took the exact same code and put everything on top of it. So apparently all of the original Oblivion mods should all just work. Because, like, it's still the same code underneath. Like, you can still pop it into the creation kit. This is insane, dudes. There are so many armies sailing towards me right now. This is an infinite number of battles to fight. Need to play it, but waiting for the Friday. Take to bed, dear. All right, this guy has tireless retaliation now, so he just infinite retaliates anyway. I really want to play it. It's just very expensive. Seal bearer. I don't really want to lose these new polearms. I'm gonna back him out. Oh, the Swarmguard can stay. Fuck those guys back in there is what I'll do. Okay. I do want them to get more levels, but I want to be a little smart about it. Could lose those spares. Yeah. It's a lot of Swarmguard. I built. Can't save everybody. So I'm gonna have you come up here. You guys are gonna stay put on this assault. And you're gonna start digging. Do I want teleporters? That's a great question. As long as an infestation doesn't spawn here on top of me, I think I'll be okay. You get killing momentum. I love it. Do I want teleporters? I mean, ugh. The problem with teleporters is obviously, like, I have to defend the outposts that they're in, and any outpost I build is just going to get attacked by a never-ending swarm of people and monsters. So, do I not have the Xbox Game Pass? I don't, actually. I have a problem where I already have too many games, so I might see if I can get a key for Oblivion and play it for a day or two, just so I can get a copy of it. Bethesda tends to give away keys pretty frequently, so like they don't really care that I'm not really a Oblivion streamer. All right, this is still a pretty dirty battle, so oh, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. Unless Lithium immediately goes to war with me, but I have 54 thralls. If they go to war with me, I can piece them out. I can just brainwash them. All right, you guys up here and up here. Get rid of this gang. Rodent tyrants, howling barbarians. Just gonna dismiss. Ooh. You have slip away in universal camouflage, but I could give you. Oh, that's a trinket. Inversion and magic missile. You know what? I don't really think I need magic missile on you. If I could give your whole army siege breaker, that's more value for me. And I think I'm going to leave those other 2 items for the mage that we are in the process of getting. All right, so what do you guys need then? You need like a warbound. You could probably use a necromancer. Did we get necromancers after? We didn't. I guess you could use maybe a Vowkeeper then. Is option. None of our stuff burned down during that attack. This is very nice. We were able to repel the full invasion. Here's the thing. If I trespass on him, he's going to get a bunch of grievances against me. And if the other guy has got a way in, I'm going to choose to believe. And my breach is ready. So, they are fumbled and slowed. They do have a lot of awakeners. I don't have too many skelly bones in this fight. I do have a lot of big guys. My poor Phoenix is in terrible shape, and I do have 6 warhounds. What's it going to give it? I bet the Phoenix dies. You really like dying. But it's also because you never have any HP. I love fighting sieges. It's really hard for me not to take siege fights. Like, I hate auto-resolving them in the first place, so... All right, you guys awaken your little hearts out. And move up to the front rows. So they have, they do have ballista towers. Which are kind of nasty. Send in the dogs. Send in the hounds. Send in the zombocoms. Fleshling, I'm gonna like half move you and see if they stop it. But they also have caltrops. You're gonna move up and you're just gonna chuck a rock at that tower. Dogs, 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 dogs. Skeletal polearms. These guys, those guys, these guys. But you can't heal him on the same turn. All right, so I probably just killed him, but that's all right. What if, hear me out, you go here and I cast... What do you have? Sacrificial Blessing, Distribute Tonic, and Cycle's End. This just gives you positive status effects. This gives you Clinging Mist. You have to do it in one range, though. Your spell is called Rot Away. Target unit sustains damage for 3 turns, gets decaying, poison, diseased. Is there a hero in this fight? There is not. Are there multiple awakeners? There are. I'm casting it on the Mistling because I know how annoying Mistlings are to fight. I'm not a fool. I do have a Splitterling in this fight, and I do have Fleshlings. Interesting. So in this fight, it looks like I actually got all of my troops. You can hit walls, but apparently you can't do enough damage. Phoenix, you're chilling in the back, dude. I don't want to risk you. Spiders. Counterblades. Seal beers. Everybody else good to go? One thing I really don't know is how much props Bethesda should get for the remake, because it seems to almost be entirely done by Virtuos. Oh. That I did not know. They outsourced it. Co-developed by Virtuos' Paris studio. Interesting. Don't want to be like a conspiracy now, but ever since Starfield, I don't think Bethesda is capable of doing decent work. I mean, Starfield was trash. There's no other way to say it. It was big time trash time. We played it. We did not like it. Had a real hard time with that one. I'm gonna cast the fumbles on these guys. The fumblers. Hunter Blades, you can come up. Everyone is just gonna have to suck up so much. Caltrops. Well, I mean, I guess Warhounds are good for it, so. So what's going on? Do you have Demolisher? You have Siegebreaker? Arc. Oh, I forgot to bring my Fleshlings up. Bam. Zombie. Now my other Fleshling got popped by a ballista, it looks like. Ah, you know what? Seal of Fire on a Mistling means I can't miss it. Hit or miss. I guess I never miss, huh? That's how that goes. Yeah, because I'm like 5% to hit it with anybody else, but he'll have a 100% chance. It's the perfect crime. Dude, that's a lot of bleed stacks. You're going to be taking so much bleed damage if I do that. Maybe I should bring this Phoenix up. Requires life from death. So if I do that, I mean, he's gonna die anyway. I can just bring in another puppy dog to replace him. Oh man, this is too much. This is too many puppy dogs. Summon more spiders. These are hunter spiders. I love that because it means they can jump. Might as well jump. All right, you guys are sticking put. Big Ape, I feel like you can probably destroy a wall, and I am correct in saying that. I'm gonna have you go here and start working on that. I think I'm also gonna move those skeletons there to do that to help. That guy's hit by a dog, so he's marked. Which do mean we do extra damage. I was going to heal you guys. And I think I still will. I don't know, move up. You'll probably get AoE'd, but I'm gonna try this again. Nope. You can't seem to do it. Do you have wall breaker? You do? Damn, if I only had attacked with you first, I could have had that knight come up and do serious damage. All the nature's might, all the strength in we get from the big baboon in the army. Oh, it's so good. Probably Bethesda devs who did work hard on the remake, so you don't want to be too conspiratorial. I mean, to get it to work with the code, I imagine there must be some sort of teamwork that goes on. Never understood the hype for Starfield. Initial name reveal where people melted down. We literally know nothing. Fallout 76 in space. Don't say that. Fallout 76 is actually good. It wasn't at launch, but it did get very good. Well, I don't know, very good, but it is pretty, it's pretty good. It's worth playing. Book is right there. The ink is still fresh. Management side of things, it gets in the way. Yeah, this is what I find more and more. The more I learn, the more I'm like, oh, it's always the middle managers. It's always the upper management. Somebody decides it's got to be shipped before it's ready, that we've decided we need to cut certain things because of X, Y, and Z. And it all just kind of falls apart. All right, that's one of you gone. Well, I guess. Flap. This Dark Knight is really causing me some grief. Can I cast this every 3 turns? I'm going to empower you. I could raise this Gortusk Piglet. What worries me is this Knight right here. So I'm actually going to cast Poisonous Undergrowth. And I'm just going to hit all these guys. Yeah, they're all immobilized now, so I don't have to worry about that Knight being able to charge. Unless these guys all have an ability to purge. But it doesn't look like they do. So I'm going to send you up here to Splitterling this. This Knight's coming in here and missing him because I'm stupid and I forgot that I can just do that. You're going to charge this guy. All right, that tower down. That tower down. Kind of screwed that up. Gotta try to kill this guy so I can stop the other Awakener. Ay, 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 you guys do not want to die. Cycles end. Instant chance of killing a target. If unsuccessful, the target gains 3 weaken. I could just like go for a 52% chance on that fire wyvern. Yeah, you know what? I think probably that is exactly what I'll do. Bada boom. Do you have Demolisher? Yeah, you do. Okay, good. Like, I gotta start putting holes in things. You also have Cycles End, but you are much less likely to hit with it. That wouldn't do a lot. I guess that's the best thing I could do. Now I actually don't get killed by him either. Immediately. I do have Radiance. These guys all have Misfortune stacks on them. How many? 1. So I'm gonna hit this guy here because this spearman is got potential to hit somebody. My God, the nature might and strength is so good. If only it gave me regeneration as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Forgot that they have ranged attacks. My lord's in danger. My lord. Oh. My seal bearer. You got ballisted real bad. A minute too late. Now, on one hand, I could hostile growth here, and I would definitely lock down everybody in the back. On the other hand, I could cast Eldritch Mind Control on this knight and have him just like beat up everybody. That's only 81% chance of happening. Nice. So once again, this knight can't go anywhere. I'm just immobilizing it turn after turn. Let's have you blow up that tower. Interesting. So the living vines don't have to summon in the 3 areas that you create. They can actually summon anywhere around the people you hit. So 1 actually summoned here in the front and 1 summoned here on the side. Let's go with that. Oh, you get killing momentum as well. Actually, I could have put you in a better position then. I forgot you get that ability. Yeah, those skeleton mages do 17 damage a shot. They actually do 20 damage a death bolt. That's insane for a tier 1 unit. You're marked, so I'll go with you. We'll cast Fae Blessing on him. And then I think I'm just going to try to do Cycle's End. Success! Great successes. You can just defend. You are so desperate to get a kill this fight, so let's go. All match long, he's been trying to get a kill. Doggies, doggies. These are knights, so I'll just do a big explosive charge right there. Ouchie. I'm a little bit worried that he is now going to kill my knight. That Daylight Spear is tough spaghetti. I can bring that seal bear back to life. Let's do that. Oh. Magic. And I tell you what, seeing how damaged everybody is here, I think let's just bring in the rest of the gang. Oh, that's nice. Slip away into my front line. How is your army not broken? There we go. There we go. Do I wish to win the battle immediately? No. I do wish to let all of my guys figure out how to raise anybody back from the dead, though. That might still be alive. Which I don't think is anybody, but just in case. Let them get their kills. I think win have big rock. Yeah, that's pretty good. Only lost a skeletal polearm, which I can immediately raise from the dead. There's a bunch more of these mages in here, dudes. Oh. I'm gonna do it. Just gotta keep raising skeletal mages. So this town is gonna give me 120 gold, mana, and knowledge per turn, as well as 960 gold and 74 Imperium, and a bunch of mana. Excellent. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have to capture and release that wonder once the city burns down. But I guess we'll find out. You have him. Let's switch that and that. I like these skeletal armies with like 2 warriors, a spear, and then 3 mages in the back is kind of nice. Yeah, it's actually a better mix for you too. So, okay. So Oleanis is our next objective here, which we're gonna have to get to. Problem with Fallout 76, they either need to go all in or make it a survival MMO like Conan or Ark. Limit the private server and your friends like Valheim. They tried to opt for both and it didn't work. I mean, the big problem with Fallout 76 was that they didn't have NPCs in the game at launch. And then they fixed that. It would be, I don't know, there is like a bunch of stuff that they could for sure do. I find like the end game is not particularly interesting in Fallout 76. I don't really know like what the point is other than building your camp. But the journey into getting there is, I found, like pretty enjoyable. What is my actual plan here? This army needs to start healing. Dark Vigor in 12 turns. Death Combat in 2. Okay. Raising cities grants another 20 permanent gold income. I don't think I need to wait for it, but it'll be a nice one to have. Yeah, we barely heal. I don't know. Can I make the trinkets that like give us healing? Army trainer, army recoup needs rainbow clover. Haste berries. Rainbow clover. Haste berries. None to be found. This guy has built a city here as well, but it's not going to last. Oh, okay. Cool. If I stand on top of this gold, this, will I get stuffing? No. I wonder why I got that. All right, Buckwin, you're picking up Warseeker. Specchio, you got your max level renown here just from winning repeatable siege battles. You need to take out a throne city to get the good one, though. And sadly, you didn't actually get a level up from that either, so we're just chilling. At launch, it was incredible jankhead, which I think was the biggest problem. It isn't what people wanted. They want to be able to play Fallout New Vegas with their friends. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I actually do think that the camps are like the draw of Fallout 76. Being able to build little camps is really, really fun. And it lets you tell a story about your character that you couldn't necessarily tell before. We could go this way. That would pop us out over there. Ooh, maybe let's do that. Take a little underground path, come out over here and take Oleanus from below. They'll never see us coming. Yeah, I mean, certainly I found, like, in my time in Fallout 76, the thing I enjoyed the most was building my camp and then hanging around my camp. But it's very limited in the way that, like, you can't really have a lot of NPCs populate your camp. Like, you can basically only have 2, your companion and then, like, a robot who collects things. So being able to actually build little, like, mini cities, I think would make the city a bit more, the game a bit more interesting. Not even necessarily like mini cities, because like the camps don't need to be any bigger than they are, but being able to have like a couple population in them would be nice. And then like yeah, I don't even know how I would fix the end game stuff. Like the end games for any MMO are really, really hard to maintain. So have an XCOM question for you. Yeah, I played Pandemic Legacy and feel that XCOM would make an excellent legacy board game. What are your thoughts? I think there is an XCOM board game. They put it out just a couple years ago. I'm like 97.6% certain there's an XCOM board game. All right, we got more dens spawning over here. You don't have Umbral Malady skin. And I bet you don't either, that means. Actually, you do. Oh yeah, you're a new. All right, we're gonna have to kill this monster den in order to get to this quest. I like this idea of going underground. Kind of like curious what's down here anyways, so 700, 600. You're 700. Oh, just because you're ranked up. You actually have troops. But you're such a crazy collection that I don't know that you actually have troops. Range. Yeah. Range. I don't know if I have to leave an army here to defend this. I tell you what, I'll send these guys down as well. Leave 2 here. Boop, 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 boop. Our secret scout is working on it. I'm going to try to scout out this terrain that we actually don't know anything about. I don't know, man. You could probably go up here. You're clearing that city ruin. And you've cleared that city ruin. I guess I'll get you to try to purge this guardian tree. We got corrupted boon and our next tome. Now this one, we're going for pandemonium. Because just what we need is more insanity. This will also get us 8 points.
There is a subtle artistry to true chaos.
10% damage for each negative status effect.
As watching the seeds of discord grow into
Havoc magic.
hysteria,
This is going to be very expensive.
spreading panic and disorder throughout entire populations. To me,
We'll get Vessels of Chaos first. We got a Paragon Quarter here, so we finally have a little bit of defense when we're getting attacked. I am going to pick up the Throne of Insidious Whispers because it's just going to make these guys' job a lot easier. You're now a rival. Okay. You're sending a war party. Okay. I think I've been mistaking these 2 giants for the same because they look so identical. They both have the cratered in storm giant head. I guess what I'm saying is all giants look the same to me. Where are your other troops? Didn't you have 3 armies? Yes, there's an army of new. Where'd they go? Oh, they're just invisible. Why is their flag so invisible? Is it because they don't have a hero? My God, I didn't see them at all here. Okay. All right. Might be fun, but it's what people wanted. They got told they were getting a multiplayer Fallout. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, you know, they missed the mark on that. Death Robot Singer at your companion in the base? Ooh, I didn't know there was a singer. I just have a raider base. My guy's like a junk trader and a raider. 96.7%. It might be a miss. I mean, it might be, Blackwall is being sieged. I'm not even here to break it. XCOM, the board game, came out in 2015. Bada bing. There we go. Old school Fantasy Flight. Oh, that definitely makes it more appealing. Your steward insisted you hold a formal feast for your distinguished subjects. Unsurprisingly, the event sucks. What are you going to do about it? Buy a bunch of booze? Or light everything on fire? That gives me city stability. This gives me less city stability, but gives me 4 turns of food. I'm going to take the one that's... I have more gold right now, and also... I'd rather take the 90% chance. My claim province has been captured, but it doesn't look like it's going to last for very long. No, my new... Oh, well. Oh, goblins. Oh, goblins. A plate of fortune. That's very nice. And a hunter spider. Also not too shabby. Also, a hunt master. Hound master. We'll clear this quest out. Specchio gets some gold. Buckwin gains renown, which is great. A could take a Vow Keeper with Grateful. Yeah. I could take half a turn of Knowledge, or I could take some Production. I'll take the Production. Give me my Throne of Whispers. Let me whisper to you. Where am I going to want this mob camp? It's a unit deployment location. I feel like down here is where I'm going to want it, or over here maybe. So maybe I don't build that yet. 3 heroes in the prison. What do we need first? +1 starting rank to tier 1, 2, and 3 would be good. I do need this this armory, but it needs me to build more quarries to get first. I mean, unless I just choose to build it. We have all the production stuff, so our production's not really going to get any better. Outside of building a Grand Wharf, which I guess is a pretty good choice. Which, actually, I'm rolling in dough, so let's just boost that and then go straight to the Grand Wharf. This guy's coming over here. You're going to release that next turn. You're going to head up that way. Chill. Nah, you know what? We better get back. I'm being raided over here, so. Keep some armies together. Gonna grab that tower, and then you guys. Aha! Oh! Are you building another city here? How convenient. That timing could not be better.
Capabilities.
Sarek, how are you? 47 months. You lunatic. Thank you so much. Are we talking about XCOM? The board game, yes. Heard it was a versus game where one player plays as the aliens. I mean, that makes sense. I'd rock it like that. This is incredible. So this is another just like bunch of bonus stuff for us for burning this down. I don't know who's building this outpost. It looks like this guy. Urbani Nickelknack. I'm going to thrall these guys because I'm also going to start trespassing on them. And I don't want them to war deck me immediately. Durkhog. So we got to work you towards always end your turn. Unaffected by the bonuses of a charge attack. This is a great question. Do I want to give him brace defense or always end in defensive mode? I think actually brace defense works better if he's going to be a retaliator. So that being said, I suppose if he has first strike and tireless retaliator, he can't be charged anyway. How do I get down here is the real question. I have to go through Taunt. Taunt or Shield Bearer, but Shield Bearer doesn't really make sense for me. And Taunt certainly does. I like Stair Blades, but I don't think I'm going to give it to any of these guys. It's finally time for the new to ascend. Becoming umbral demons with Curse Eater, becoming floating and getting fast movement on the world map. Their tiny little legs are no more. Now they are weird, disconnected tentacles that aren't matching up with the rest of their body. What is happening here on this guy? All the other ones are... Oh no, they're also kind of separate. Interesting. Also, horrifying. The fact that the tentacles are so long compared to the rest of their bodies. Truly, truly eldritch. I'm happy with them. I think they look wonderful. These big long arms, these huge hands. The honor guard coming out here too. So now, like, they heal at the beginning of every turn if they have a debuff on them. They are more vulnerable to spirit damage, which is not so great, but it's a small price to pay. I really want to know, did these guys get transformed? Yes, they did. Skeletal Gloom Striders. Absolutely horrifying. These are serious units, dudes. For tier 1, they're going to get really, really chunky. I can't wait to see what trouble they come up with. Let's grab death casting and bonuses to raise cities. This would also be really nice. Shock, shield, and polearm units get 30% faster. Wizard's Bond, get the hell out of here. They just made a defensive pact. Otherwise, things are looking good. They're cute little tiny heads. I know. They look so goofy. I'm trying to debate like what section here is safest to go from. I think I'm probably just going to go to this because I can probably get here in one round and then I can probably make it to this final quest in a single move. So I think that's the play to take. High Throne burns down next turn and is going to give us 3 stacks. It's 9, so it's going to give us 320 to all of our income. Oleanis is going to give us 6 stacks. We're going to get some crazy Chosen Destroyer buffs soon. Burning down these cities is going to be huge. Our city is pretty much going to hit level 30. In fact, I think it will hit level 30 once we burn down those cities. So this is going to become like the beginning of the snowball because we're going to get a massive expansion to our economy and we're going to be able to field like just so many more armies. So we can start spreading the gloom around. We got a pretty good gloom stink going. It doesn't seem to be marching down here to my actual capital, which is a bit unfortunate, but I do also love the idea that we just have this altar in the north next to these ruins that's just polluting the land around it. So I'm happy with it. 1 dud with 4 radiant damage bonus to their attack will shred those poor skelly boys. Nah, they'll be okay. They'll be all right. They'll survive somehow. All right, turn 60. We got the gloom transformation going. I feel like this is probably where we got the video. I think this is the spot to do it. It feels like the right spot. So thank you for joining us. I hope you come back and check out a little bit more tomorrow.